Awesome Raptor, Gaudet, Jurassic Park, Art, Conlon, Pickering, Micropathic, Chiller, No Big Deal, Coulter, Coloran, Boots, Mars, Travolta, nice. Oh, here we go. Wow, this one snuck up on us.
That's what we get for sleeping on the job here.
I know. I was enjoying sleeping.
All right, so we're going to get to go underway here with Mass Maelstrom versus Southern Discomfort.
I'm Late Night Lyle. Beside me, for the very second time, the incredible Star Spangled Hammer.
Oh, man, you're making like a big deal and stuff. What's going on? I'm just another announcer.
Not at all, sir.
So we're going to start this bout with Mr. Furio on the line, number 13 for Southern Discomfort. He is taking on number 8 for Mass Maelstrom. That would be
Byron.
Yes.
Both jammers trying to shove through the middle, looking for a nice path. Byron to the outside. Byron makes a move, and Byron is the lead jammer, but quickly has to recycle to the back.
Mr. Furio now trying to work his way up front. He looks like he's going to get cycled back as well. And wow, right off the bat, we're going to have ourselves a power jam as Mr. Furio being sent off for a track cut. Power jam, Mass Maelstrom.
Power jam.
So an early opportunity here for the Mass Maelstrom to put some big points on the board. Initial pass completed. Now for some scoring. Strong defense being placed up by Southern Discomfort, but not enough, as that's going to be 5 points, a grand slam for Mass Maelstrom.
Byron already with 1-5 in, looks to make it a double. Power jam ends.
Mass Maelstrom fully aware and ready for it, as they had a strong four-wall set up at the back to capture Mr. Furio as he comes into the pack, still working on him. Meanwhile, some strong defensive work by Southern Discomfort as well, and they're going to cycle him back. Coulter with a big hit there.
Byron all the way to the back. Furio now with an opportunity, but no, Furio gets pushed to the outside of turn one.
Both teams with some very strong defense on display here early in this matchup.
The jam will end there. Furio without any. Byron with another 3 for a total of an 8-point jam for Mass Maelstrom.
Boy, that sure seemed like an awful lot of work for only 8 points there late night.
It really does. It's a pleasure to be here in Fort Wayne. First time for me here.
This will be my 4th spring roll. That is MI6 Ballistic on the line for Southern Discomfort.
Going up against R. Conlon for Mass Maelstrom.
And Ballistic is going to be your lead jammer as he gets out first. Conlon cycled back to the back, has to come all the way back through. Meanwhile, Ballistic living up to his name as he rifled around the track. Working on his first scoring pass, some nifty spin moves there.
Conlon on his scoring pass now as both teams are, uh-oh, somebody's going to the penalty box for a track cut.
And looks like that's Coulter.
He is indeed. 4 points for Southern Discomfort, 1 for Mass Maelstrom.
Next up on the line for Mass Maelstrom, that's 1993 Jurassic Park going up against 666 Reaper for Southern Discomfort.
For those of you watching at home, Mass Maelstrom in the blue, Southern Discomfort in the white. Reaper on the inside. Reaper is the lead jammer. Quick move by the wiry jammer.
Jurassic Park with his signature low skating stance quickly comes around, and it's going to force Reaper to call that jam off after picking up only 4 points. Only 1 point now separates these two squads. Maelstrom with 9, Discomfort with 8. 25:58 to go here in the first half.
Already had a couple of nail biters here at Spring Roll. This one could size up to be the same. Furio back on the line for Southern Discomfort.
That's Cilantro 109 on the line for Mass Maelstrom. Oh, nice work there by Sutton. So quickly, Mr. Furio picks up lead jammer.
Quickly calls off after another single 4 and out as Southern Discomfort has taken the lead.
I got to tell you, Late Night Lyle, I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight here. Just a quick 4 points and call that jam off. I think we're going to see a lot of hit it and quit it's here in this game tonight.
I think we will. Just really evenly matched early on, both offensively and defensively. We'll see if either team can break out and lay down a strategy the other can't answer.
Ooh, Byron with a big hit.
Both jammers break free on the scoring run, but right now, the speed goes to Southern Discomfort.
And now we're going to see a power jam here for Mass Maelstrom as Ballistic picks up a back block. So an opportunity here for Mass Maelstrom now.
Roland Stoner also going to the penalty box. Pivot for Southern Discomfort.
So not only a power jam in favor of Mass Maelstrom, but also a 4-on-3 pack advantage now in favor of Mass Maelstrom.
Byron has to be let go. And it's a grand slam for Mass Maelstrom.
Ballistic has re-entered play, quickly tries to get through on the outside. Gaudette with a nice hit, forced him out of play, cycling him back. Byron, meanwhile, trying to work that inside line, not having any luck.
Uh-oh. Track cut by Byron, and he's going to go to the penalty box. Maelstrom, first time they've given up a power jam tonight.
Rockety Roller saying that's a track cut. Take a seat.
Maelstrom had taken the lead, but an opportunity here for Southern Discomfort to take it back before the jam ends. Stoner back to the penalty box for a back block. Blocker for Southern Discomfort.
Very physical defensive play here by both squads early in this matchup. Bodies are flying everywhere.
And, oh, once all the points go to the board, 1 point lead still for Mass Maelstrom. You called it. It's a back and forth battle.
So Reaper's going to start this jam off for Southern Discomfort unopposed on the jammer line. Quickly tight ropes the inside line. He's going to be your lead jammer. Gaudette, meanwhile, being sent off for a forearm. Reaper's going to call that jam off.
Both teams down their pivot now.
Reaper holding his ribs there. We'll see if that affects him here as the game goes on. Looks like he might have taken a little bit of a shot there from Pickering.
Conlon and Furio.
Both teams down one blocker as this jam begins. Furio trying to go toe-to-toe with Coulter, not a good idea.
Neither jammer with the advantage. Coulter now out first. He is the lead jammer, but Furio in pursuit. Whistles blowing everywhere, and it's a piece of the brick out of the wall of Southern Discomfort. Piston broke, going to the penalty box.
3 points scored there for Southern Discomfort. 0 points for Mass Maelstrom.
Both teams just trying to establish any kind of breakaway plan now. 3 lead changes already, and unquestionably more to come. Ballistic goes wide to the outside, gets pushed back. Ballistic on the inside. Ballistic makes the move, and it's a razor-thin call, but Ballistic is the lead jammer.
So Ballistic may have gotten out first. Jurassic Park took the lead there for a moment, but then got tangled up, and that allowed Ballistic to pick up 4 points on his pass.
Jurassic Park with only 3, an improper pass prevented the 4th point. But another 4 for Southern Discomfort and 1 more for Mass Maelstrom. So 8-5 with MMvSoDisco having the advantage in that contest.
And that 8 points right now is the difference between these two teams. Southern Discomfort enjoying a 33-25 lead. 19:30 to go here in the first half.
Reaper dons the star for Southern Discomfort in the white.
That would be Cilantro, number 109 for Mass Maelstrom in blue.
Maelstrom loses a blocker due to a false start, but they get their jammer out first. Cilantro is the lead jammer. Reaper in pursuit. Cilantro looks to the outside. Quick shimmy.
Wow.
Calls it off. And spins out of his skates. 2 unanswered points for Mass Maelstrom.
And Haley Contagious calls a time out there for Mass Maelstrom. So 18:53 to go here in the first half. Southern Discomfort up by 6, 33-27. Spring Roll's official after party Sunday at the Holiday Inn Ballroom with hors d'oeuvres, DJ, dancing, and shenanigans. Holiday Inn, the official hotel of Spring Roll. Also, if you're here in attendance and you got a Spring Roll shirt, those are some pretty fancy Spring Roll shirts, and you want your name on the back of it, take it on over to Persephone's Treasures and get your name and number and all that fun stuff put on the back. You can also get the Spring Roll t-shirt there at Persephone's Treasures if you don't have one yet. Jam Printing and Promotions, stop by and pick up your Derby decals and Rebel Alliance merch for all your fun Derby merch, exclusive merch rep for the Race City Rebels.
Back to the action. R. Conlon on the line, and he will be, no, he's not. I was about to say he's in the power jam, but Mr. Furio wide on the outside on the jammer line.
Sneaky, sneaky Mr. Furio.
Conlon goes to the outside, tries to make a move. Furio goes to the inside, but Conlon has the advantage, and Conlon is the lead jammer. Furio now still caught in the pack. Neither cannot break the defense of Mass Maelstrom. Conlon with the natural, maybe, wait for it. There it is, grand slam. 5 more points to Maelstrom as they almost take the lead. Still shy a point.
Opportunity here for Mass Maelstrom to retake the lead.
A bigger opportunity is now there in a power jam, a track cut for Mr. Furio.
Conlon calls that jam up, but not before picking up 5 more points in that jam, and that's going to give the Mass Maelstrom a 37-33 lead with 17:45 to go here in the first half.
You could play ping pong along with the score and keep in time.
This has definitely been a back and forth affair here so far. Both teams very solid defensively and really relying on their jammers to make a lot of really nifty plays to score points. They have been at a premium so far here tonight.
Jurassic Park jamming unopposed as Southern Discomfort's jammer sits in the penalty box. On the inside, power move, and is in control of the jam.
Jurassic Park so hard to stop one-on-one because he gets so low in that stance. There's no real way to put a body on him solidly.
5 points for Mass Maelstrom as they start to separate out. But with some speed comes Mr. Furio as he ends the power jam and quickly gets on his scoring run. No points, though. 9 in total for Jurassic Park.
A very, very big jam there for Mass Maelstrom. Maybe a little bit of a momentum shift here as Byron takes the jam line for Mass Maelstrom against Ballistic for Southern Discomfort.
The pendulum swings seem to be wider and wider with each lead change. We'll see if that pendulum breaks off on one side or the other. Ballistic wide on the outside quickly makes short work of the back to be the lead jammer for Southern Discomfort. Byron also on his scoring run, but doesn't get a chance to get back to the pack as Ballistic makes a single pass, posts 4, and calls it.
A very wisely timed call off there by Ballistic prevents Mass Maelstrom from putting up any points of their own there. And now it's going to be Cilantro out there for Mass Maelstrom going up against Reaper for Southern Discomfort. We are back in action. Both jammers running into stiff defense. Cilantro up front being stymied by 3 Southern Discomfort defenders. Trying to find a little bit of daylight, stretches that wall out, and he finally picks up lead jammer for Mass Maelstrom. Meanwhile, Mass Maelstrom with a nice defensive play, cycling Reaper all the way to the back of turn 1.
Cilantro, who has control of the jam. Oh, nice spin move to get out on the back straightaway and pick up a quick 5.
Cilantro is so good at shrugging off contact, even with his small size. So stable on those skates, good center of gravity.
Cilantro has a lot of great shoulder movement. You see things you would see in an NFL running back. Helps him move through the pack so well. Has to recycle here, though, and only now does Reaper finally make his initial pass. Cilantro calls off the jam, shuts it down, but a lot of damage done there by Mass Maelstrom, and a team timeout called by Southern Discomfort.
Yeah, that was a big, big jam for the Mass Maelstrom, and a very smart timeout here called by Southern Discomfort. Jukebox, knowing that the momentum was getting a little out of hand, wanted to call that timeout and kind of calm things down a little bit. So let's talk about some sponsors. Wicked Skatewear is an apparel and uniform company that happens to sell roller skates and gear. Based in Huntington Beach, Strychnine and B-Train make your orders happen with the help of a few henchmen. That's Wicked Skatewear. Extremes Roller Sports for the promotion and training of roller derby of all kinds everywhere. You can check them out, Extreme Roller Sports and Rollout Magazine. Pepperhouse Designs, providing all the color-designated wristbands for our officials for this event. They give custom derby products and embroidery apparel. Roller Derby Elite Series Skates. Elite skates designed by elite athletes. Roller Derby Elite Skates, the brand that defines the sport. So late night, so far, this Mass Maelstrom Southern Discomfort bout, pretty much everything it was billed to be. We've seen back and forth, and until just this last jam, a very tight match. Still close, but definitely a bit of a momentum swing in Mass Maelstrom's favor.
Well, we have yet to see if that pendulum has reached its peak and will start to swing the other way. Mr. Furio certainly wants to make that happen, but R. Conlon tries to push that pendulum just a bit further and hopefully break it off into the pit.
Mr. Furio dealing with a few last line of defense. Oh, nice hit there. Oh, wow. Nice clean by Sutton. Oh,
Tries to
almost.
thread the needle there, but can't. R. Conlon also recycles back.
He does get lead jam, however, so he does control the jam, even though he got cycled back. Furio, meanwhile, given no quarter, no room at the end there in that Mass Maelstrom wall.
Fury now makes his move, and the jam gets called. Perhaps predictably so.
Boy, that was a whole lot of work for no points there.
Whew. Some fantastic defensive play by both sides. 55-37 with Mass Maelstrom in the lead.
That's going to be Ballistic on the line now for Southern Discomfort, going up against Jurassic Park for the Mass Maelstrom.
Jurassic Park responsible, but Ballistic out first. Ballistic is the lead jammer. Jurassic Park caught in the pack, tries to force his way through turn 2 and does so.
So jam comes to an end, but not before a Mass Maelstrom player headed to the penalty box. That's Webb. He's going to take a seat. Joined by Southern Discomfort player. Can't see the number. Looks like 15. Oh,
I think that's piston broke.
Yeah, 515 piston broke. So each team with one blocker in the box, 3-on-3 pack situation. So a little more room on that track for Byron and Reaper to go to work here on this next jam.
Byron tries to slide on the inside, can't find a path there. Reaper blocks solid in the back, gets pushed wide to the outside of the front straightaway. Byron with an opportunity. Byron forces his way through and on one skate manages to stay in bounds and is the lead jammer. Byron shuts the jam down with only 2, but denies Southern Comfort any of their own. And so Mass Maelstrom still hold the lead with a 16-point deficit posted up against MMvSoDisco.
10:45 to go here in the first half, and I'll tell you, late night, this first half has gone by in a flash. It seems like we just started this game moments ago.
It really does. Mr. Furio up against Cilantro. And Furio out first in turn 1. He's the lead jammer. Quick hop in the back straightaway, and Cilantro finds his way out of the plate.
Cilantro using his speed there to force Mr. Furio to call that jam off sooner than he would have liked, but not before. 3 points on the board for Southern Discomfort. Chipping away at that lead. The lead now only 13 points. Maelstrom 57, Discomfort 44.
A very, very close game. Under the 10-minute mark of regulation. Ballistic jamming up against Conlon. And it's Ballistic living up to his name and busting out with power. Conlon in pursuit. Ballistic in the back straights. Big tornado spin outside of 3. It adds, did he add any? He allowed 1, picked up 4.
A big hit there at the end of that jam by Gaudet. forcing the call off by Ballistic.
Hurt my knee on the table.
I saw that. It jumped right out in front of you.
It did.
So Reaper on the line for Southern Discomfort. Byron out there for Mass Maelstrom. A tight scrum pack going through turns 1 and 2. However, Reaper finds a lane on the outside. He's going to be your lead jammer. Byron still trying to fight his way through 3 Southern Discomfort defenders up front.
Jack Skellington.
Yes.
That's who Reaper looks like, Jack Skellington.
Yes. Very long and lanky.
I was trying to figure it out.
It's being cycled all the way back by Hasselman. Same thing happening right now to Byron. I'll tell you what, the defenses by both of these squads have been top-notch so far. Very low-scoring affair here in the waning moments of the first half.
Jam ends just as Byron makes his way through. 3 unanswered points for Southern Discomfort. And we've got a 7-point game.
Oof. Boy, I'll tell you what, we had that Magic City, Race City bout that ended up only 6 points separating them at the end of the game earlier tonight. Now we're going to another doozy here as we're closing in on the end of the first half. Only 7 points separate these 2 squads right now.
Furio tries to power through but finds nothing but resistance.
Jurassic Park being stood up right now by a 3 wall of Southern Discomfort.
Oh, a lot of aggressive play there.
Nice stutter step there by Jurassic Park to get out front. He's going to be your lead jammer. Mr. Furio not too far behind, however.
A lot of determination by Furio to get in pursuit of Jurassic Park. Park calls off the jam while sandwiching a couple of hits.
2 points there for Mass Maelstrom. So now on the line for Southern Discomfort, that's Ballistic, MI6, going up against R. Conlon, number 2 for Mass Maelstrom.
Ballistic, who's shown a lot of explosive power. Conlon, though, with the advantage here. Conlon on the outside, but it is Conlon. Conlon's the lead jammer, but it may be Conlon with the lead. It's Ballistic with the speed. And the jam is shut down.
On the jam line now, it's going to be Cilantro for Mass Maelstrom going up against Reaper for Southern Discomfort.
Both jammers trying to size up, not making any overly aggressive moves just yet, but Reaper on the outside of turn 1 finds a path and takes advantage of it. Cilantro held way back and allows Reaper to pick up a grand slam before calling off the jam.
Tell you what, the last few jams, that 5th point has been ever elusive. Finally, someone breaks out and grabs a grand slam, and of course, as we have seen so far this evening, it was based on strong defense by the other squad.
Pendulum certainly swinging the other way now and gaining speed. Will Mass Maelstrom allow it to cross?
Oh, Ballistic quickly shoots through the gap, and he's going to be your lead jammer. Jurassic Park, however, also through quickly. So it's going to be a race. Oh, my.
2 for Southern Disco and none for Jurassic Park. And it looks like the coach of Mass Maelstrom has some choice words for the officials.
Yeah, I think Ballistic may have come into that pack a little hot, and I think that might have been what she was out there talking about. So it's going to be Mr. Furio on the line now for Southern Discomfort, going up against Gaudette. And wow, here we've got ourselves a power jam for Mass Maelstrom.
Just as Southern Discomfort was only 2 points away from taking the lead. Opportunity to build cushion in that lead for Mass Maelstrom once again here with Gaudette.
Gaudette with a nice fake to the outside line and then bounced it back to the inside.
Southern Discomfort just a fingertip away from retaking the lead, and penalties have caused it to get a little bit away from them. And now the aggression's really picking up. Hooks, blocker for Southern Discomfort, going to the penalty box. And the jam ends there. A nice show of approval by this crowd as they appreciate the passion and the pain that went into that jam.
That jam stretches the Maelstrom's lead to 12. It's now Maelstrom 70, Discomfort 58. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. A first half that has absolutely lived up to its billing as it has gotten extremely physical here in the last few jams. Hey, what's this pivot line stuff going on here?
Something you don't see that often. Reaper wide on the outside with some speed, and he is the lead jammer. 12-point game under the 2-minute mark, and both jammers on the scoring run. Four and none as Southern Discomfort brings it down to a single-digit difference.
And it's now going to be Ballistic on the line for Southern Discomfort in what may be the last jam here of the first half. Jurassic Park on the line for Mass Maelstrom. Oh, Ballistic quickly takes that inside line. He's going to be your lead jammer.
This could go into halftime very close. Nice
boy.
hop and a grand slam. This is going to go to the half very close. Both jammers on the scoring run. A call off. How many points picked up? None for Maelstrom. And 2 more, 5 in total for Southern Discomfort. It's going to be a 1-point game.
Sorry, 3. We're getting an update.
It's a tie game.
Wow. Would you look at that, folks? A tie score going into the half, 70-70.
Southern Discomfort battles back from double-digit deficit
Woo-wee.
to tie it up in the final seconds going into the half.